Welcome to the Kev and Pico show. As we always do, let us introduce ourselves.
Look, it's not bro time, it's show time. No, I'm not from Magic Mike. I am Kev.
And I, of course, am Pico. Welcome, everyone, to episode number 65. Kev, 65.
65, almost there.
Almost at it. And still no sign of our guest that we want for that episode.
That draw the
and she's lost another TikTok account. Fuck me, it's getting hard to get in contact with that woman. And you know what, I'll talk about it later on, but we were actually playing a team from Drogheda last night. I should have asked if any of them knew. That would have made sense. I wasn't fucking thinking. Wasn't thinking at all, Kev. But listen.
Oh, my goodness. Burnley are 3-0 up.
Wow, everything is all fucked. Sorry, Mo. Right? Okay. 1965, Kev, because we are on to episode 65. So we've got to jump right in with a little bit of history lessons for all the great folk who listen, right? African-American Muslim minister and human rights activist.
Hold on a second. African-American Muslim.
I'm reading it. I didn't make this shit up.
That's nearly like the transphobia's fucking non-phobia.
So
what's going on in the place?
Sorry, my apologies. February the 21st, okay? African-American Muslim minister and human rights activist Malcolm
X,
DX, right, is assassinated in New York City. I haven't got any more info on it. I don't know whether this was your man Lee Harvey Oswald or I don't know if there's a story to this one, okay? I'm only reading it out, right? Kev, we watched this when we were children. Everyone watched this when we were children. September 25th, the Tom and Jerry cartoon series makes its world broadcast premiere on CBS.
Still on, Pico. It's still going strong.
Still going strong, so it is like, hey, that says a lot about any cartoon. You know what I mean? It really does. Like, hey, I'm going to turn this shit off, right? If you stop watching the football, right?
If you can go, well, I think what do you call him? Foster could be knocked the fuck out of here. Right? But I was going to say, yeah, but
cartoons lasting that long says a lot. That's 57 years.
That's Matt's coming back on you
67,
now.
maybe 67. I might be on 57. Oh shit, Matt's going. He's not up in there. And the last and not least, Kev, because it involves a little bit of Ireland, okay? On the 24th of May, the first drive-on car ferry service between Rosslare Harbour in County Wexford, of course, and Fishguard in Wales officially opened. Kev, I have 4 Bertas this week, right? Because I had 3, and I wanted to add another guy in. The only reason I'm adding this fella in is because we talked about him a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to give you a hint. Schmack.
Will Smith.
Other guy, actually.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. February the 7th, 1965. 57 years old that man is, right? Robert Iron Man Downey Jr. Yeah. April the 4th. Jeez, wasn't that long ago.
No.
Well, it was 57 years ago, but you know what I mean. He was born April the 4th, 1965. I'm going to then throw in another clue for you, Kev. Dong.
The Undertaker.
Yeah. March 24th.
What was his real name?
Mark Galloway. Mark Calloway.
Okay.
So shouldn't know that.
That's a lot of names.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it rhymes though. Right, Kev, last one is a female because, as we always say, ladies should always come last, right? So, man, I feel like a woman.
Shania Twain, baby. She's the same age as Chris Rock and The Undertaker.
I thought you were just going to go with The Undertaker there. Yeah, but she's the
name of Jesus.
Yeah, August the 28th, my man, was when that little lady was born. So I say, right, your week, Kev. I think I know how your week went. How was your week? You had a bit of illness.
I there was a bit of illness in the house. There was.
Is it gone now?
Oh, it's gone now. The shits and the heartburn, I think, and all sorts in between. But no, apart from that, Pickle, Nottingham Forest. It's absolutely flying.
On fire!
I don't want to be saying too much about it because just in case it falls down. But I just want to say to Niall Horan, especially because I know Niall listens.
Yeah.
One thing is fuck you, Derby! Fuck you, Derby! Derby are down. Oh, I've never been so happy to see a pack of sheep shaggers to be
Yeah.
gone.
For anybody who doesn't know, Kev obviously is a diehard Forest fan, and he's made it very clear during this podcast numerous times that he despises everything and everyone to do with Derby County. Although you probably really liked the previous owner who ruined them. You probably really like him. You probably go for a cup of tea with him.
No, but you don't want to see. I don't want to see them go down, as in gone, to disappear. But then you don't get to you don't get 3 points, and you don't get that
satisfaction, Kevin.
No, even we haven't bet them in a long time. It was always a draw.
Yeah.
But to get that rivalry, you don't want that rivalry to be gone, completely gone. But Mel Morris, who was the owner of Derby, and he kind of what he did was he sold his stadium to himself. So that's me going, doing something. I'm going to sell me house to make a profit, but I'm going to sell it to me. So that's what he done. That's what a mental cunt did.
Yeah.
Now, Man City have done it, and they seem to get away with it.
It's because they have so much money.
I think they've done it actually twice. Yeah. So they sold it to Man City, and then Man City sold it to the Abu Dhabi. No, sorry,
the group.
The Abu Dhabi Emirates. So the Etihad.
Yeah.
Okay, the Etihad flying place. Okay, who actually. So Etihad is owned by the same people that own Man City. So the exact same crowd.
Yeah,
but so they've got away with it.
You can get away with it when you have the money to get away with it. He fucked himself up as well as we did it. But no, do end wild or exciting. No, a few bits of gas, nothing too bad. But I do want to mention Pico. You always give a shout out, so I'm going to give a shout out this week. Okay, there's a thing. If people go onto the Facebook page of Uptown Girl Carrick McCross, that's Uptown Girl Carrick McCross. Yeah, this is out on Sunday. Okay, so you have more or less one day, you actually a couple of hours to actually be in this draw. Okay, there's a massive draw on in the aid of the Irish Motor Neuron Disease Association and for a man called Stephen Kirk. Okay, there's prizes there of €500 gift voucher, a £300 voucher, a €200 voucher for TW Menswear and Carrick McCross, and many other prizes as well. It's a big push to get it's close to these people's hearts. When's the draw on, Kev? When's the actual
draw? The draw is on Sunday the 24th. Okay, at 7 p.m.
Right, so me and you, we'll share it on. I know when you're listening to this, guys, you've already seen it, but I'm talking to Kev now in a sense. We'll share it tomorrow.
We're going to share it now, so you'll be able to see it. You can go on to the page or visit the Uptown Girl page, and you can Revolut from there, or you can call into the shop in Carrick McCross itself. There's a big push on there as well for that, so just want to give them a shout out for that.
Brilliant.
I don't do it too often, but
no, you fucking don't, and I think you should. I think you should have more causes, Kev.
When it comes to causes, I do give a shout out. But apart from that, nothing else happened. Do you know what I was watching the other night, Pip? I know this is going to be on topic. On Friday night there, Pico, I was watching the Late Late Show.
Oh God.
Okay, and I don't mind watching the Late Late Show, and I'll be quite a fan of the Derry Girls. Okay?
Oh yeah, do you watch that?
Yeah.
Right. We started watching it last week, and we are on the last episode of season 2. We're nearly up to date. Yeah. Very good.
There was a girl on it. Jamie Lee was on it. Not Jamie Lee, but Jamie Lee is one of the actors who plays the good-looking one. Okay, but this was Ryan Tuberty asked an innocent question. Okay, of what age are you? Now, because this girl plays a 17-year-old girl on the show, and her real age is, I think, is 30. Okay.
What?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm like 24 or something like.
So
you know
Ryan knows what age she is, but he was asking more or less for the likes of you, Pico, who didn't know her actual age. Okay, and her response was 116 or something, 116, and he goes, no, but what age are you? This fucking twatty northern accent. But this is the thing about it that gets on me nerves a wee bit. It's no disrespect. It's always quite misogynistic, even if it's intentionally, because men don't get the same scrutiny as they're in their career.
What an accent! This is why we don't do accents on the show.
I can't do it.
Nope.
I can't do it.
It's only up the road.
Well, it was close enough. Okay.
It was good. But he did say at the start of it, though, this is going to sound rude. You don't start a question.
No, but it's not rude. But I'm going to say misogynistic, right?
Yeah, I don't know what that even means.
The meaning of misogynistic is strongly prejudiced strongly prejudiced against women. That's the meaning of it. How the fuck can someone asking your age is misogynistic or a strong prejudice against women? We are living in a world, right, of fucking still girl power, right? Fuck off, right?
Vice girls would have been proud.
Yeah, girl and wait till you get to season 3, episode 2, Pico, just so you know. We spoiler alert.
Okay.
But oh, come on, like, fuck's sake, like, this is a ridiculous statement to come out with. And and she got an awful lot of backlash for it because they were like saying, hang on a second, it's your age. You're 30 years of age. She's not 65. Like, misogynistic. Come on.
Well, can I be honest though? And this is my opinion on it, right? Like, I don't really care what happened on it. The only thing I like is that somebody answered back to Tuberty.
Why?
Right? That's what I hate, that cunt. Right? Okay. We're never going to be on the Late Late Show, right? Like, Maura hasn't sorted it yet. We're never going to be on the fucking thing, right? Okay. I do not like that fella. He reminds me. I hate when he does the toy show. I think he's terrible with the kids on the toy show. I think he's an arrogant prick. He's the guy who made a joke live on his radio show when he said, what are we going to do about the Kievs now? He made a joke about a war where people were dying, about where are we going to get our Kievs. Even I didn't find that funny. And I would laugh at anything, right? He's a prick. Do not like him.
I wouldn't be a big fan of him.
Yeah,
but
no.
He's not misogynistic. And to say that just because you're asked about your age, Jamie Lee, that's a finger to you.
But we love your show.
Yeah.
Right? So we do. Like, we do, though. We actually do. Like, and I do now. I didn't a week ago, but, like, I do now because I hadn't watched it. Now I'm like, this is actually really good. And of course,
this should relate to you being up the north all the time.
I am up the north. It's an excuse to watch. Yeah, it's an excuse to watch Tommy Tiernan on telly. So it is as well.
But he's brilliant at it. He's fucking brilliant.
Savage.
He's so not Tommy Tiernan.
But he's like so trained to not be Tommy Tiernan. Like, you know what I mean?
But it's even funnier that he's not Tommy Tiernan.
Yeah.
But you're waiting for him to break it as Tommy Tiernan, and it just doesn't happen.
It's brilliant. So it's like,
I'm had a great week.
Good.
Apart from Jamie Lee.
Jamie Lee. Yeah.
Say hello, Jamie Lee.
But she is the hot one. I can't believe she's 30.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Hey, I'm going to look at it differently now when I watch the rest of it.
But you know who's getting better looking as the season's going on?
The blondie one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I seen her in the bat in one of them, and I goes to Avi. He goes, is that one? Like, it was this first episode of second season or something. I was like, was there about a 4-year gap between these or something? I was like, is that the same girl? And she was like, yeah. I was like, all right, okay. Yeah, that's good, Kev. But listen to me, my week was very simple, very plain. Worked and didn't work. And then never. Oh, I had me Bertha. Sorry. I had me Bertha, obviously. Last Sunday, everything went great. Got spoilt by the ladies and the little bio in the house. So all good there. My beloved Ramparts had another friendly last night, which was Wednesday night. We played a team from Drogheda, which is always fun, called Tatch FC.
Tons.
We bet them 5-2. Very good team, though. Very good team. They're an MDL team, as it's called. So they're a higher league than us.
Mead District League.
Yeah, so they are, right? So we bet them 5-2. I want to give a shout out to my scores because we had 5 different scores. We had Mr. Niall Ferguson, Fergie, we had Lee Wright, we had Chris Clark on his debut, setting up, I think, 3 goals and scoring 1 himself. The man himself, who's cutting my hair again tomorrow, which is Friday.
So
cut again. Mr. Anto Lines, and then, of course, Little Bailey, Sean Bailey banged in the 5th goal as well with a wee dink at the end. It was class. But yeah, apart from that, Kev, shockingly quiet week, so it was like, hey, will we? Oh, usual plugs. No, usual plugs, because we do them at the start of every show, right? So, Michael
Tony's Pizzeria.
Well, Tony's Pizzeria.
Tony's Pizzeria. Becca's been there fucking more times last week than the Tony was himself. Pickle actually, I think it was there more times than Vinny was. To be honest,
probably it might have been okay, but I'm never actually there. It's all an illusion.
No, Michael Listons Menswear and Peter Cherry Football Academy. Yeah. Fair play, guys. Keep up the good work.
Then, because it's on the 1st of May, I'm going to give a shout out again this week. The Skittles Tractor Run. I said it last week, guys. Okay, starting at Lennon's Pub. Sorry, in
Not Lennonstown. That's Lennonstown Manor.
Yeah, Lennon's Pub in Talonstown. Registration starts at 11:30. Tractors and vintage cars are welcome. It's all in aid of the RD Hospice home care, so a savage fucking cause. It'll be brilliant, so well seen, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so the Skittles tractor on Sunday the 1st of May. It's the last time we'll be mentioning it because it's going to be on when we record next week. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, Kev, let's hit me up with a little would you rather.
Are you ready now?
I am not, but go on.
I wasn't ready for this question, and I don't know how it came to me, but it came to me.
God, here we go. Right.
Pico, would you rather come every time you watch a movie?
Okay.
Okay, no matter what the movie is, come every time you watch a movie.
Yeah.
Or never come when you watch porn.
Holy shit. So I love how that just came to you, no pun intended.
I know, that just came. That's how dirty my mind is. You're sitting down watching Frozen with Emma.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you judge yourself over Elsa.
Yeah, I know. It'd have to be the other. It would have to be I don't come watching porn. I'd only end up in prison, and it wouldn't even be like my choice.
Watching Toy Story when Buzz and Woody decide to gangbang with the little peep.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm a wreck on the armchair, like, you know what I mean. Like, fuck me. Yeah, no. I think I'll have to go with the latter, Kev. I'm going to be going with it. Nah, ain't coming when I'm watching the porn.
Ain't coming when you come watching the porn.
So listen, Kev, we have a listener's one to do, but it's actually only aimed at you.
Okay.
And it's because of something that you already mentioned. Okay. The question was very straightforward and simple. Okay. Would you rather, obviously, Kev, right? Is it even would you rather? Yeah, no, it kind of is, right? Okay, right. I want to word this right because it was worded a bit wrong, right? Would you rather, right, Nottingham Forest to get promoted this season, right? So no matter what way, playoffs, whatever it is, right, just to get promoted, right? Guaranteed Premiership football next year, right? I have to word this right. But in order for that to happen, you have to not have sex for the rest of this year. So it's like, would you rather have sex for the rest of the year and Forest is supposed not to be promoted, or Forest to be promoted and you then not to have sex? I think that's the way it's meant to be worded. So it is. So you have
Forest to be promoted. It's only 7 months.
You can't touch yourself, nothing. No sexual activity whatsoever. No little fiddle in the shower, nothing.
I'm going to jizz myself if Forest do get promoted. So, and there's going to be that much jizz that comes out of me when Forest gets promoted that I'll never have to come again. That's how excited I am. You should see the excitement on me at the moment. I have a semi constantly thinking about Forest getting into the Premier League. Like, it's ridiculous how excited I am. And I'm trying to control it because I've been here before.
Yeah.
Now, I've been in this position before and it just hasn't come true. And so for anything, I give up. I thought you were going to ask if I had to give up my children.
No. It was because I think our listeners know how much you love the sex.
I would do anything.
Yeah.
Anything. I'd murder somebody.
Yeah.
To get Forest promoted. It wouldn't really bother me.
That's class, Kev. That's class. Right, listen, come here. We're going to jump in with one of our top 5, right?
Okay, right. Because I didn't get the email never come through, by the way. Again, just so you know, it just doesn't happen. But you don't really get send it properly. But I want to talk about something before we do that.
Go on, do that. Yeah, do that. Go on, go.
Easter took place, Pico, as you know, on your birthday.
Yeah.
Okay. Easter egg bunnies came. But the march from Dundalk Square to the graveyard took place as it always does on Easter Sunday. But something happened in Dublin.
Okay.
Right. And the war's happening, Pico. This war's happening. And if you like Russia, if you don't like Russia, if you like Ukraine, you don't like Ukraine. I'm not being biased to any country here. This country's Ireland that we live in.
Yeah.
Okay. We live where, Pico?
Ireland.
Where we live? Ireland. We don't live in Ukraine. Okay.
No.
This shit of flying the Ukrainian flag on O'Connell Street on Easter Sunday, let's think about Easter is big in Ireland, Easter Rising and all that. We're flying Ukrainian flags on O'Connell Street. I'm sorry. Enough's enough. Enough's enough. We are Ireland. Fly an Irish flag.
Yeah.
Home the Irish people before this thing of the teachers are now looking for more money. Okay, teachers looking for more money. Well, yes, fuck off. We're all looking for more money. Okay?
Exactly.
We're going to go and strike if we don't get more. Well, fuck off and strike it if you don't want it. We can do the homeschool, and we did it before. We could do it again. We don't need you cunts.
Yeah, Emma now knows how to put Netflix on with the remote. That's what she learned.
So, but you know what I mean? Stop flying Ukrainian flags in my capital city. Fly Irish flags. Okay, it's where we are. Okay, I don't think Ukraine ever flew an Irish fucking flag when we were bombarded by the English. So let's be realistic.
And
here.
also,
Come
don't
on.
forget, we're taking in loads of people, which is great to see, obviously. But remember, their leader took millions of quid off people from that country, and he hasn't put any of it back in to help them. So just bear that in mind when you're talking about.
I wonder why, Pickle. Because I'm not saying Putin's fucking innocent here. But
No. Definitely not saying that.
No.
So we're not, hey.
Oh,
Right.
I got we joke for you, Pickle.
Okay.
What is a fish's favorite vitamin?
Fish's favorite vitamin? I don't know.
Vitamin C. You get it? Vitamin C, the C. Now, ready? One more for you. What is a slut's favorite vitamin?
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D, baby.
Oh man! But if we're doing shit ones like that, Kev, right? I saw this video on Instagram or TikTok or something of a kid that did it, right? And he was there and he goes, "So Kev, say crack my finger."
Oh, I did this before. I did this on my TikTok. Yeah. I did this on my TikTok.
Did myself. You? And then say it backwards, right?
Say it backwards. Crack my finger. My crack, baby.
Yeah, fair play. Right, here, that's sent again. Have a look there to see if you have it, right? But what I'm doing anyway, right? I'm going to run through the polls that we did in relation to booze, right? Because there was a few, right? So the first one up, right, which I was shocked at the results of this, right? Harp or Carlsberg? We are in Dundalk here, right? Yeah. Most of our supporters, I presume, are in Dundalk and the surrounding area, right? 51% went Harp and 49% went Carlsberg. That's one vote.
It's too close.
Like, Larry, if I had done a 5 minutes earlier, it was 50-50 probably. You know what I mean? Like, hey, that's insane. Like,
it's wrong. Man.
Yeah,
it's wrong. Like the water that flowed through the Fane River into the Harp Brewery, it gives the flavor of Harp. That's why Harp now tastes nice compared to what it used to taste like. Let's be honest. Like, it's now a lovely drink, okay? But back in the day when it did throw from the Fane into the Castleton River into the brewery, like, what more could you want? The taste of Harp, the smell of Harp. I remember Pickle coming out of school at the Tech on a Thursday when the hops had been born and up to go and the smell of Harp in the air.
You remember going in though?
The smell of Harp in the sky of the dark town. It makes you feel like you want to be in like even people from you might be here in Dundalk at the moment, but you're from Dundalk.
Yeah.
And that memory, just take a minute, just take a second and take a sniff. And you can smell the Harp Brewery once again.
Wow. Beautiful. Okay. Keno's going to have to get you on an ad or something that he does the next time. You know, the whole drink the town, smoke the town and all that. It's going to be like smell the town. Smell the town.
I can still smell it. I can smell it. I can smell it sitting here, the smell of the town. But yeah, we did was it a school tour?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Or summer camp. Of a brewery.
Yes.
Not the best idea.
And if you didn't spit into one of them, you're lying. If one of them was open and you didn't stick it out.
But I guess the vats that was in it. Like, I remember the vats in it. I know a fella that used to work in the brewery, and it was the old copper vat. Or the bigger ones, like the bigger ones you can see from more or less a train station, the copper vats. They are deep and they're unbelievable vats. It's a whiskey distillery, I think it's in it at the moment.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's what's going on. But yeah, I remember going into it. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, a lot of alcoholics come out of it. That's what just
look what's going to happen. Hey, Kev, Bud or Coors Light?
Well, if you had asked me when I was 17, I would have said Bud.
Bud,
to be honest.
Yeah. 81% of people went Coors Light, right? Which I can't argue with that, right? Gin or vodka?
Well, vodka.
Yeah, vodka.
Off gin.
Yeah,
see these people that drink gin in a fish bowl, right?
Yeah,
with fucking cucumbers and mandarin oranges and fucking asparagus and fucking celery. Will you ever
and an umbrella?
You're from Dundalk. When you put it into Norman Glass, I'm thinking you're somebody.
It's
cost you €25 for a fucking slice of cucumber. I'll go to Aldi and get a cucumber and you can suck on that for €25 if you want to. God help us, Dave. But no vodka. Small enough vodka.
Yeah.
None of this Grey.
No
none
Grey
of this
Goose.
Glens or Huzzar or Grey Goose. Give me small enough.
Yeah.
Small enough.
60% of people agree with you, right? Then rosé wine or white wine. I'm a rosé.
That just shows you how many men listen to this and not women.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But rosé wine. Now,
Rosé, yeah.
Well, I'm a
White.
sparkling rosé man. I didn't want to write that in.
Brandy
Right?
altogether.
I know.
I
am,
remember I used to drink when I used to work in Tesco.
yeah.
So before a night out, you'd stop, you'd buy your 2 bottles of, who was it? Julio, was it? No,
Wow.
not Don Julio. Julio something, and it was White Ganache. Okay, so it was a rosé wine. Okay, you bought 2 bottles of it. You drank the 2 bottles before you headed into wherever you headed.
Jesus
And
Christ.
usually the memory of that after drinking the second bottle, you didn't really have much of it.
Jesus Christ, Kev. Well, white wine won that anyway by a mile, 63%, right? Tequila or Sambuca? We all know what happens when Pico drinks Sambuca. That second one, he's on a boat getting sick.
Sambuca, beautiful
yeah,
drink.
59% said that. I'd be amen into this one. Guinness or Smithwick's? 87% went with Guinness and should have been fucking higher, okay? Now, Aftershock or Goldschlager?
See, I love both of them. Well,
Why?
sorry, I did love both
you did.
of them.
Yeah. 2 years ago in one day, right? Okay.
But Aftershock.
Yeah. I didn't like the bits in the Goldschlager. Cut your throat like though, does like.
Not true.
Okay, I thought it did. Maybe always gets.
Yeah, I think that was the whole thing of it. That the gold flakes cut your throat. The alcohol went into your system faster.
Yeah.
Not actually true. Just so you know.
Now, I love this next one, right? Apple sours or tequila rose, right?
Loved an apple sour.
I love the two. No, I gotta be honest. But tequila rose just.
Yes, my wife had a pick and she would have went tequila rose. She even had a tequila rose the last time we went out.
No way. Hey.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Oh, by the way, 62% of people said Aftershock. 71% of people said apple sours, right? Then the second last one, right? Because this was your one, Kev. Porn style martini or a Long Island iced tea.
Long Island iced tea.
All day long.
Porn star one.
Yeah, 66%. And then Kev, the last one. Now, I was getting a bit pissed off at one stage. I even got a message off Martin about it, right? Kev, me and you used to have a drink. We used to have a drink. And that drink was one drink and one drink only. And that was Morgan and
Coke.
Nope. We went Morgan and Coke, Morgan and Orange. 54% of you finally had the cop on to go Morgan and Coke. 46% of you can fuck off. Martin said
they're super splits.
That they're super splits. And I said, if you're in a pub and you want a super split, you know where you go? To the fucking shop. Okay?
I do grants.
Yeah, Morgan and Coke is the only way that should be drank, right? And then before them polls, we asked people to name their drinks, right? So Gary Mack said Guinness. Evelyn, want to give you a shout out. You like a G&T with a splash of My Waddy Lemon. Very fancy. Jamie O, Vitamin H. We all know that stands for harp. Mr. Owen, the new groom, Mojito. Dean.
That's a bit of a girly drink from Owen.
It is a bit like, you know what I mean? Like, so it is like, okay.
And Owen's a big lad, like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't mess with Owen, but that's a bit of a girly drink.
Yeah, and then Pingu, the gaffer, also known as Dean, a fat frog with a big laughing face after it. Laura.
Was lovely.
Yeah, porn style martini.
Give me an awful heartburn.
Yeah, but it's that same with the fucking
Blue Wicket. Blue Wicket used to give me awful heartburn.
Yeah. Mando said harp, and then Amanda from McAllister's, woman after our own heart, Kev, Morgan and Coke. You know what I mean? She knows the crack, so she does say. Kev, what's your top 5 favorite drinks?
Well, you pretty named them all, but my number one. So we go number 5.
Number 5, yeah. Do number 5 first.
Number 5, vodka.
Jesus Christ! I vodka Red Bull wrote down as number 5.
That's for Gavin Bourne's there because, as I said to you before, I went into there before in his house and he ordered a bottle of vodka. That's what I like to order. And it was always Smirnoff.
Yeah.
And from McGill, so probably Northern Smirnoff, so it didn't really make a difference. Smirnoff, vodka. Vodka with Coke, vodka with lemon, vodka with blackcurrant, vodka with red lemonade, vodka with orange, vodka with
Red Bull. You like it with Red Bull?
See, I did, but it's fucking lethal. It was lethal. It was bad juice.
One makes your heart go really fast. One makes your heart go really slow.
Yeah, so it kind of fucks with your heart. So let's be honest, like it doesn't really help the heart, right? You know what I mean? It doesn't really do much for the heart. But lethal stuff. But
I'm still standing. I'm still standing.
Triple vodka and Red Bull in a pint glass.
Yes, pint of forget me juice.
Champions.
Yeah, pint of forget me juice. Love that. Number 4 for me, Kev. Right, very peculiar drink.
Number 5 for you. Was that?
I wrote vodka and Red Bull as number 5.
Okay.
So it is, right. So number 4, I went with, and this is very particular. And when I asked for this, it has to be exactly like this, right? And I have to be in a certain mood for this drink. Okay, it's a Southern Comfort with 2 ice cubes. That's it. Right? Okay. If a barman puts a 2 ice cube in, I'm asking him to take it out because I did not ask him for 3 ice cubes. It's a Southern Comfort in a nice wee glass. with 2 ice cubes, and then sniff, 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 a wee sip, and you stop for a wee second, and then you just down it. That's my number 4. Love it. What's your number 4?
My number 4 was actually Goldschlanger.
Oh, Jesus.
Lovely wee drink.
But it's not a wee drink. It's a fucking shot or something. Like, you're not going to be on a Saturday afternoon having a couple of pints and go, have we Goldschlanger? Just put it beside
Yes, we've done this, Pickle.
Yeah,
we have done this.
Yeah.
We have been in this situation for having a couple of pints, and Pickle go, you know something? Well, we have a few shots.
Yeah.
And a few shots turn into Pickle going home and fucking...
Yep. Get in trouble. So there's like getting in trouble. Hey. What's your number 3, Kev?
Number 3 is Blue Aftershock and Red Bull. Now that is a drink. That was my favorite drink for many, many years.
So vodka and Red Bull will fuck you up, and ruin your heart. But Blue Aftershock and Red Bull.
Blue Aftershock and Red Bull, Pickle. I remember a night out, I was just on the Blue Aftershock and Red Bull, right? I was in Silence, the place, so the Imperial Hotel where I used to work, on a night off, and I drank that much Blue Aftershock and Red Bull that 2 girls took me home. Okay, not the way you think.
No, definitely not.
2 girls put me in a taxi, okay, and I know the 2 girls are working the hairdressers in Dundalk, okay, and they would have been known me from being in the place, and they actually put me in a taxi, okay, and I was living in my home house, okay, out in Darwin, and they lived in Dundalk. So these girls lived in Dundalk. They put me in a taxi, right, in the front seat, and the 2 girls held me upright in the car so I didn't fall in the taxi driver, I didn't fall in the window. They held me upright.
Oh my God.
And took me home.
Yeah.
And make sure I got out safely. And then went back into town. So fair play to them. That was a night I blew up the Shock Red Bull. And that night is a night I think all the Blue Out the Shock that I drank left my system, okay, in my bedroom.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
And that was fine. In my bedroom. And my mother came in the next morning to say, well, son, are you going to mass? And she realized what she had stood on. Okay. So she left my bedroom, and then she came in with a pot of water and she threw it over me just to get me out of the bed to say, clean the fucking shit up. And so, yeah, that was my night of Blue Up. But I always went back to it. It was a fantastic drink.
Wow. My number 3 is 2. It's because it's just a pint. It's either Coors Light or Hop. It's because they're both. I went through a Coors Light.
Hang on a second. That's a pussy way out of it. It's either your number 3 or number 3. What's your number 3?
Coors Light.
Coors. Okay.
Coors Light. Coors Light. They do. You get a good pint of Coors Light. As I got in Witherspoons when we used to go over there, pints of Coors Light over there was fucking savage.
It was the only nice pint they had.
Yeah, they had 47 different pints, and that was literally the only one. Oh no, definitely not. Hey, right, Kev. I'm presuming my number 2 is either your number 1 or your number 2, right? Okay, right. My number 2 is Morgan and Coke.
Morgan and Coke, my number 2.
Snap, right. You go. What's your first?
Well, I know what your number 1 is then.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Your number 1, I want to say it because I don't want to ruin it, because I want to let you say your number 1.
Yeah.
But my number 1 is Zambuca.
Oh my God almighty. I love the way you class these as a drink.
Like, it is a drink.
Especially when you don't drink anymore now, at the minute, for now.
But Zambuca was a fantastic drink. It was lovely. But you know what was lovely? I used to do it here. Me and my wife used to drink a bottle of it. And literally a bottle. We'd have a bottle in the freezer all the time, right?
Yeah.
And when we used to be working, we used to come home from work. Okay, I'd wait for her to come home from work, but she was always home later. And as soon as she walked in the door, we'd have a shot of frozen Zambuca. The taste of it was just... Now, that was it. One shot. Boom. Lovely. Fantastic. Frozen.
Up the stairs.
Out of the freezer. And no matter what happened, we were always in for a good night.
Well, this is now starting to piss me off because, your wife was part of this, but yet I'm the one that always got the blame when you came into town and ended up shit-faced.
But I had one shot of Zambuca. When I went out with you, it wasn't... And hang on a second, I used to get the same trouble. If you went out, if you got too drunk, my wife, your wife would give out to me too. But I was a bad influence.
But everyone's wife always blamed me for... I know I would have
an issue, but people used to blame me as well, because my cousin one night, right? Me and my wife were out, and my cousin was out, okay? And I got my cousin fucked up. Now, he wasn't 17 or 18. Yeah. He was mid-20s, right? And I got in trouble for getting him that drunk. And I was, it's not my fault. He was having a good time. People in my surroundings would have a good time when they were out with me. Same as you, Pico. Had a good time. Yeah. It's not our fault.
To a point. Yeah. We had a good time to a pint,
No,
and then
it
it
was always
just
a good
went,
time.
and then it just went too far. So it did. Yeah. Well, of course, my favorite drink then is, of
Guinness.
course, a pint of Guinness. So it is, like, because you can't beat it with a fucking stick. So you can't, like, you know what I mean?
With
Like,
a spoon.
with a spoon. Hey, Kev, come here. Random thing for you, right? So we're talking about booze, right? A Longford Senator, Michael Garrigy, is calling for Irish pubs and nightclubs to provide lids for drinks in a bid to decrease drink spiking. Drink spiking is extremely dangerous practice and unfortunately seems to be on the rise with too many young people, mainly women, speaking of their experiences of this all over the country of late. He went on to say, I am pleased to say this proposal has received a positive response from the Vintners Federation of Ireland. Several of the groups we met proposed the introduction of lids for glasses in nightclubs or pubs. I believe this is very doable. Lids are provided for drinks in shops and cafes, so it can be done in pubs and clubs. Also, what's your thoughts on that, Kev? You worked as a barman, so what's your thoughts on that? I know I did, but not for as long as time you did.
My thoughts on this in a pub, not so much. I don't think it'd work as much in a pub because you can have a different atmosphere in a pub.
Yeah.
In a nightclub, I'd be 100%. That's a fantastic idea in a nightclub. Absolutely, it's a tremendous idea because most people don't drink pints in a nightclub. Some people do. Some people, 90% of people wouldn't drink a pint in a nightclub. A pint of fat frog or a pint of
you wouldn't get having a beer, like
whatever. You wouldn't have a beer, but most people drink it a short glass. And I think that's a super idea. I haven't heard that one before, and I think that's a tremendous way of putting it. Now I've seen people being spiked. I've seen people not being spiked, but in the after getting spiked, I was spiked.
No way. Well,
yeah, I was spiked. Yeah, I was spiked here before. It was in the college bar above in
the college
in Dundalk. I got spiked. I wasn't drinking that night. I don't know why I wasn't drinking, but I wasn't drinking. And I remember there was a disco on the fairways, and I knew straight away something was wrong, and I ended up falling in front of a bus outside the fairways and everything. I was in an awful state, but I kind of came out of it after a little while, and I was grand. I got home and it was okay. But yeah, I seen the effects of what a spiking can do. Not on the other hand, I had to put people in taxis to make sure they got home safe. From getting spiked. This isn't a new phenomenon. This has been happening for years. To men and women. It is mostly women that would usually get spiked. And I've seen but it's a nasty thing to do to somebody. But
how much of a fucking low life do you have to? I'm not being funny, right? But how much of a sad, depressed cunt do you have to be to do that in order to try and get a woman that you have to spike?
No, but it's not even that, Pico. Sometimes people aren't even looking for the ride or looking to take advantage of someone. It's to see an effect of what they can do to people. I think like
a power thing, like
it's nearly look at the state of it now.
Yeah,
that we knew. And the thing is, working in a nightclub and in a local nightclub, you know people's way of being drunk. Okay, so you know how people react when they're drunk. It's a messy drunk, it's a happy drunk. I've seen when those two cases, especially that come to mind. And there was one girl that she was really being very popular in the club, not popular, but popular in the club. But she was good at a crack, and she was always the same. And this one night, she was in an awful way. She didn't know where she was. Her legs wouldn't work. And I knew straight away, right, this isn't what we normally get from her. Let's get her out of here. And we got her out, we got her home, and everything was safe.
Brilliant. Hold on.
Some of the stuff that you'd see, that's what nightclubs, unfortunately, entail now.
Yeah, but the good thing is, as he said there's been positive feedback from the people who need to give the positive feedback. You know what I mean?
I don't think nightclubs or bar staff would have any issue with that. It's just It's just drinking out of a straw, more or less, and it is just, as you say, the drink is the cap goes on, the straw goes in. It's not that difficult to put it through. It's not. It wouldn't be that hard for the staff to guarantee it's working either. As long as I'd say it'd have to be a rubber kind of lid, because it needs to go into the wash. It needs to be washed. It needs to be sterilized. It needs to be cleaned, and then used again, because we want to be we have to be reusable here, like as well. Like we have to be environmentally
thought about
friendly.
that. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, so it's not going to be your typical your coffee lid.
No,
like, you know what I mean.
I don't think so, but I think you'd have to have a rubber lid, a reusable lid. I think that'd be the best way to go with it.
Fuck, Good man, Kev. We were talking on me birthday, I think, or maybe before me birthday, and I sent you some pictures of stuff. Do you remember about a year ago, Kev? We started doing some pictures of how are you? And
yes, we did.
remember we started. It was an interesting topic, and we kind of got it out there as a hashtag. I mean, how are you? We had episode names, which was like talk to strangers, and I was telling stories about old guys and coffee time. You'd be talking, and just to have a conversation and how it can help people. After that, then it turns out that just maybe we were tagging the wrong people when we were doing this, Kev. Turns out Mental Health Ireland went and set up like an Instagram page and did a movement called "How Are You?"
How are you?
Funnily enough. And seems to have been taken off really well. So it has. So Kev came up with a catchphrase that we know nobody is going to steal off us anymore.
But if someone steals it, then we know they definitely stole it.
Yeah. Kev, what is the catchphrase for us now? It rhymes and all. Don't forget it.
It does. I actually forgot it for a split second.
Okay. Do you need me to save you?
It's okay. It's all right to feel shite.
Exactly, right? And it is. And that's the most important thing. It fucking is. Okay. So yeah, that was I found that on Instagram one day by complete chance. Because
let's be honest, it didn't help Pico's mental health. Pico lost the plot of that.
I really like I kind of got to the stage where I was like, I'm getting fed up with other people doing the same thing that we've done.
Well, I think the biggest problem that I had with it was that someone on another local podcast want to, oh, look how good we are and look how original we are.
Didn't share it when we had it out.
Sorry, you weren't that original.
Yeah, didn't share it when we had it out. So didn't I? But no, right. Look, come here.
One thing as well, Pico, go back to the nightclubs, okay? Now, we mentioned this, I think, in episode probably 15 or 16, Pico, like last year.
Yeah.
Okay. I announced that it was going to be a nightclub or a pub in Nottingham.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to have an all-female night.
Yeah.
Okay. And I wasn't happy about it. Okay.
You weren't.
It's now happened that the same people so they're called Lick. Okay. Lick Promotions. Okay. We're doing this. Okay. They're now coming to Dublin. So Lick Promotions are now bringing in a nightclub for female only. Okay. Now, and I've seen this on TikTok and all the messages coming forward and women saying, this is only right. You do you. You do you. The men, you do you. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, who's going to be the Pico? Serious question. Who's going to be there at 2:00 taking the fat one home? I mean, like, let's be honest about it. There's going to be nobody to take her home. All her friends are going to be just heading off home. And who's going to take the fat one home? No one's going to take the fat one home anymore.
Yeah. And we seen this happen. We were in Nottingham and we were at a different table completely from these people. And we saw a Russian woman and an English woman leave their friend, who was another English woman, with two blokes, right?
Yeah.
At a table and a bottle of wine, right? And they just walked out the front door and left it there. We kept an eye just on the table because we were stoned anyway. We were just making sure this didn't look right. And it didn't look right.
It wasn't right. But on the next table, we were on table 15 and they were on table 16 or whatever.
Yeah. And like,
kind of went, what's going on over there?
And then eventually she left, but then they were still there. So we kind of knew that, like, she presumably
was all right. But yeah, a lot of the arguments, a lot of the arguments that keep coming up on this thing, right, is that, men have gentlemen clubs. Okay. I don't know. What is a gentleman's club?
I can tell you.
Is that a strip club?
No, it's not. There was a gentleman's club in Dundalk. It was across from St. Patrick's Cathedral, the church, right? It was basically cheap pints, 2 snooker tables. But it wasn't a gentleman's club though on its own. You'd have it was for older men, but they would go in there on a Saturday night with their wives.
Yeah.
So they would. So it was not necessarily just a gentleman's club, but it was called the club. You know what I mean?
And then also there were argument was, say, golf courses. Golf courses 10 years ago had to get rid of gentlemen only because women put up so much of a fucking fight to have equal rights.
Yeah. So what do men have now?
Nothing.
Strip clubs.
We have nothing. Men have nothing anymore. Okay, because women want to take it all. Okay, I'm not
Kevin's
even
in a
being,
good mood this week for
I'm
women.
not even
So he
being
is
funny.
like, hey.
But no, but hang on a second. They want it every way. Okay, they want it all their way, and that's not equality anymore. That's turning it the other way. So men are not as equal as women, and that's
Yeah.
wrong. Equality is equality.
Yeah.
Like,
Equal.
let's
The word
let,
equal is in equality.
like let's
Equal.
be on, let's make fucking equal. Let's go with all equal. Okay, but so we're talking about soccer going. Oh, there's even more women in soccer. Okay, let's not have a men's football team, and let's not have a women's football team. Let's just have a football team. And guess what, Pickle? There's going to be no fucking women on it because they're all shit. Okay, the same with Wimbledon, right? Wimbledon. Serena Williams won how many fucking championships? 34 singles
Yeah.
titles,
Yeah.
whatever. Okay, she wouldn't even be in the top 100 in a tennis tournament. Okay,
No.
so if we're going to be equal, let's be fucking equal. Let's go equal. Let's do it all. Fuck it all. Let's be equal everywhere.
We talked about the tennis before, I think, with
We
pay. With pay.
Yeah,
And the logic was very simple. If they want the same pay, they
do the
should
same amount of work.
exactly. So therefore, in tennis, which is the easiest one to say, best of fucking 5, best of 7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Like,
then, I'm not going to. This Rachel Blackmore, Pickle, mix them with the men. Well able to do it.
yeah.
If you can do it, you can do it. If you can't, shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah,
That's
and
all
she
I'm
is
saying.
good. She always wins when you don't back her, and when you do back her, she doesn't fucking win. It's like she knows. Hey, Kev, couple of random topics in this week's show. So we had. So you told me the other day because you're such a Casanova, right? I asked you, Kev, did you ever try and have sex somewhere and it just like didn't work, like it failed? I don't mean your penis failed. I mean like it just the surroundings failed you in a sense. And Kev was like, I've never failed, and I was like,
I don't understand the question. Like, what do you mean? Like in a forest? No, never.
Anywhere. Like, did you try having sex up against a wall and you just couldn't hold her, or like, did you try having sex in the shower and you slipped?
I can't go into that one, but that no, it didn't fail me. That I nearly lost a job over that.
Yeah.
Nearly fucking did. I was that close to losing my job. But no, never.
What did it go in the wrong one? No, right.
No, it was in the right place.
Yeah,
just that there was cameras everywhere.
Right. Well, so as usual, then I unfortunately will tell a story.
But how
so
can you fail?
This is how, right? Okay, Kev. Not everybody is as well in heads have fallen off.
Appendage.
Oh, geez, I was gonna say well endowed, but okay, appendaged, right? As yourself, okay. Now, me or somebody else, right? So anyway, right? I was once upon a time when I was really young in a relationship with somebody, and it was about 18. Yeah, when were we in college?
In a relationship.
Apparently, I think so. It was like a year or two, I think.
Who was that?
Loopy. And the
18. Fuck me, that was a long time ago.
We were in college, so we would have been 17 or 18, would we?
Yeah,
so
18, 19.
Yeah, I remember walking home and you know that Fife's factory.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a huge car park in it at the side.
Massive car park on the side, yeah.
And a huge wall way.
There is, yeah.
Yeah. So I thought it was nighttime. We'll lob her up and we'll get stuck into it. Nah.
Lob her up way out. There wasn't like a hook on the wall.
On my knees, like you mean, okay. So like wrapped and up, but nothing. It didn't. I don't. Everybody watches the element of porn every now and then, right? Okay. Yeah. It just the mechanics of it. I think gravity was really pushing me down, right? It was that night instead of
pushing her down.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe, yeah. But that was bad. But then but not we never talk about current marriages, okay? But when you were younger, right? Did you have much sex in the shower?
No.
Too
slippy.
You're not fucking dancing.
You have to get, let's say, what's the word I'm looking for? You have to be in position.
Yeah, so if you're in position, then you're not.
No, but you can't be sliding. You have to be able to. I like my feet being firmly on the ground.
But you have one leg up on the side.
Of what?
The shower, like I think the wall thing, or like the
the bath. Yeah,
the window. Oh yeah, the bath. Well, that'd be easier.
That would be easier, but then you're only on 1 foot. Then Pico, it's even easier to slip. You have to take a bit of slippage.
Yeah. Well, Yeah,
And
I
like
suppose.
jizz is slippy.
That's
like
if it goes all over your foot.
Like
Oh,
if you
man.
jizz and then you step on the jizz, you're definitely going down, and not down in the right way. Definitely going down is the name of the episode, isn't it?
I don't know whether it's not going down the right way or just going down. I think we'll just go with going down, Kev. So we will.
No, I know it's. I think it's a dangerous place to go into in the shower. Showers can are lethal. Lethal.
We have the world. I told you the world is our oyster now, right? When it comes to top fives, okay. And you mentioned whether it was on the show or whether it was off the show, right? A couple of weeks when we started this, you were like top five sexual positions, right?
Yeah.
So why is like a shower or something not in one of them?
Because it's dangerous.
Kev, everything's dangerous. You can, Kev. Would you imagine, right? I know a guy, right, who had sex with a girl on a couch, right? Jerked her off, and she dislocated her shoulder on the ground, right, off the couch in holidays in Spain or something like that. And she was like Swedish, right? Like she was, I'm sure, lovely, and he was like, I am pretty sure I started calling him Buffalo when that happened, right? Because of the kick that he had on her, right? You might remember him.
I don't really talk about that Pico. Never met him before. I don't think.
No,
maybe I did.
yeah,
But
maybe
no,
did, yeah.
but any position can be dangerous. Any position can be dangerous. But I don't know what happened there. But no, but showers are lethal. Slippage not good.
Slippage not good. That was a great sentence, Kev. So was the game. You like you weren't sure how to
dangerous.
say it.
You could have all different positions now, but you need not penetration. That's not the word I'm looking for.
A bit of trust in motion. So you need to be able to move.
Yes,
but you have to be able to
movement.
keep your balance.
Yeah.
Right. Well, listen. Talking about your Mickey and other stuff, right? Did you hear about the Brazilian boy who was born with two penises, right? But he ended up having his bigger member chopped off, right? Oh. Doctors operated on the young boy after they discovered his two appendages were conjoined, right, at the base in a 1 in 5 million birth defect, right? Medics were.
That's what they say, like a dog with two dicks. What are they saying? He's like a dog with two dicks.
I heard something like that. Yeah, I heard that like recently. And
that's what they used to call. That's what they used to call me. He's like a dog with two dicks.
So medics were originally planning on chopping off the smaller Johnson, which many would have thought to be an obvious move. However, they changed their mind, finding out a crucial bit of information. The boy's mother revealed her son could only urinate from the smaller penis. Examination showed that his left, I don't know if it's right and left, his left penis, the bigger of the two, couldn't function correctly as the boy's urethra was too narrow for urine to pass through. Thankfully, the surgery completed without a hitch, and everybody's okay, which is great to hear.
So it's a fake dick. It was
the other one was a fake dick.
It was more like a dildo that was stuck on them.
Yeah.
So maybe
it was huge.
Now let's be honest. Maybe the mother, right, when the husband was giving it to her, had also something else, and it maybe got stuck up there.
Could have done, Kev, and then just got stuck onto him, attached to him.
Like it glued onto him.
Wow. But yeah, that's and you know what the weird thing is, right? On this story, there's a picture, right, of a doctor. I was just to make it look like a doctor with weak clamp thingy, right? And I don't know what's in the picture. It looks like a foot. I don't know. It's a weird fucking picture. But yeah, that's that was on the Lad Bible, which I thought was fucking insane to say the least. Like, so it is like, hey. But
do you know what I'm doing tomorrow?
Friday is tomorrow. You are getting ready for the Dundalk 10K, which is on next Wednesday, the 27th.
No, I can't because I'm away.
Yes, you are. Oh, fuck. Must figure out next week's recording. Right.
Is it next Wednesday? No, it's Wednesday. Is it not Wednesday?
Yeah, 27th. It's on 27th. 27th. Yeah.
But, yes. Is it 27th?
Yes, because we football on the Thursday.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But my team in Tunis, I mentioned them again.
Hi, guys.
So I was booking them, and tomorrow is my fast day.
No way.
So I'm doing tomorrow is my fast day. So I'm not allowed to drink water.
Nope.
And I just thought it was about drinking water. and eating pickle, right? So say from sunrise to sunset. Okay.
Which is later now, Kev. Like, because
so in Tunisia, sunrise, I think it's 3:50 a.m. Okay, that's when they go from, and they stop at 7 p.m. Okay. In Ireland, it's the sunrise is slightly later, and the sunset is later again, so it's 8:47 or something like that. So I'm going to go by Tunisian time. Okay,
just, fucking right, you out.
So I'm going by Tunisian time here, but it's not just. I always thought it was just water and food. It's not.
What do you mean?
Everything.
Well, yeah, food and any liquid, any drink.
No, you can't think about sex. You can't have sex. You can't kiss. You can't do anything of.
Really?
Yeah. Now this is during the day.
Yeah. Well, yeah, obviously, yeah.
From sunrise to sunset, you can't do any of those things. And then once the sun sets, okay, and if you did want to have sex, this is what I'm taking from now. This is what I'm taking from. Or before you have sex, to clean yourself before you actually have sex. I just thought it was food and water, and I was like,
yeah.
And they were like, "No, Kevin, it's everything. No sex,
fasting."
And they were like, a few of the girls listened to the show, so they know how dirty my mind is. And they're like, "Kevin, no, none of that. None of that's allowed, okay? And you can't go near your wife or anything like that." So my wife's there celebrating in the back.
She's like, "One day, one day,
yes, get away from me." So it's none of the debacle. So I'm going from now till 7 p.m. tomorrow evening.
Should have got yourself a curry tonight or something, Kev. Like now, have it about 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock. So you should have done. And then go to bed. They go to bed really late and then just get up. Are you walking tomorrow?
Walking tomorrow, yeah.
Oh, I'm just going to send you pictures of food and porn all day. So I'm like,
well, you can't. No porn. Don't send me that.
Don't be sending. I was 10 o'clock. Tablet, good man. See, it's all right to feel shite. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
So it is. Well, Kev, I think we'll wrap that up for this week's show. We are approaching the hour mark. So for once, we're actually tickety-boo time-wise, as you slobber all over yourself. So it is.
As I do.
Yeah, well, listen.
I don't understand. Someone with such a big mouth, right? And a big tongue and big lips, okay? I always manage to spill stuff on me.
I'm going for a different haircut tomorrow, right? Right? Because the last one didn't work. So what I'm thinking is there isn't much on the top at all, right?
No.
I'm just going to leave the top alone, right?
Why don't you shave the top?
And I'm going to
see the sides.
No, I'm doing the opposite way and fuck off with that idea, right? Because that's how I'm going to end up looking anyway, right? I'm going to shave the sides like short, like 0 or something, right?
Okay.
And just leave the top and then start gelling the top again to see if it.
Okay. So back to when you were 17 years of age, more or less.
It's going to probably look like yours, because yours is all short at the side.
Oh, yeah, it is, yeah. It's okay, Pico. It's okay. If you want to be like me, I'm okay with that.
No,
I am an icon for most men and a sex symbol for most women at this stage, and I don't have an issue with that. But the only thing that I would request from our female audience, not one picture of a set of tits have ever come into our show. So I think we should, and if it does, Pickle, I think they should get a free
anything.
No, a free lifetime membership to the Kevin Pickle Show.
Yes, unlimited access to the Kevin Pickle Show, whatever you want, like. Yeah. But that's the way to end it, Kev.
Joking, of course.
Yeah. Kev, sex icon. There's the episode name right there.
No, I'm not saying the hair is looking. The hair is looking on point. I'm just saying. The cut last week, Karen. Oh, it was an amazing job, and the eyebrows have been done tomorrow evening. So yeah. So I'm going to be starving getting my eyebrows done, but yeah, all good.
Brilliant. I meant to go with you to get them, apparently, remember? Right.
You're just getting desperate looking.
Yeah, I know. They're getting faded or something. You have to get them threaded. Is that what you call it? No,
don't go threaded. Sugaring.
Sugar, yeah. Like I look like I have no eyebrow here. I have no eyebrow.
You don't think I've shaven your eyebrow?
Yeah, it's so fucking mental looking. Like,
but yeah, honestly, yeah. No, guys, go sugaring. Sugar your eyebrows. Okay, sugar your eyebrows, and everything looks all dandy. And it doesn't hurt as much as threading, doesn't hurt as much as waxing. It's all good.
Brilliant. Guys, have a super week. As we always say, stick the show into the WhatsApp groups you're in. 5-star rating on it and all that kind of stuff.
5-star rating.
I am trying to fix the subscription thing. There's something wrong with our subscription thing. It tells you have to pay 99p. I have absolutely no idea where the fuck that came from. So I'm trying to get rid of that.
If you want to pay
99p, by all means do, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, listen, guys, have a fantastic week. Thanks so much for tuning in. We love you lots. Kev, tell them what to do.
share the show.